Good morning. So a very appropriate name for this day. As we'll learn a little bit, it involved an interracial couple, Richard and Mildred Loving, pushing for this ruling 56 years ago. And that number blows my mind because if you're around my age, it was in your parents' or your grandparents' lifetime. So not that long ago for something that seems to be so commonplace today. So I got to meet a sweet couple that got married about 10 years after this ruling, and they gave me a glimpse into what it's been like to be together for 45 years.
Hands are nice. Okay. So this is our main wedding album, Ryan, see?
Which I've seen the other one, but I haven't seen this.
Okay.
If you look up the definition of love in the dictionary, you might just find Michael and Jerilyn words.
Bride.
Looking through albums with their son Ryan, they show evidence of 45 years of being husband and wife.
The first time I remember seeing Jeri, I was jogging kind of over to buy a soda out of a soda machine, and I went around a corner and I almost ran into her, but I just took a quick step around her and kept on going.
Michael didn't keep going for very long. Between mutual friends and living in the same apartment complex, the pair crossed paths again.
Eventually, one thing led to another, and once we started dating, we never looked back.
Since then, they've been by each other's sides for everything, raising 2 children, 3 grandchildren, and even through a cancer diagnosis, documenting their commitment to each other, Jeri being the outgoing one, and Michael a little more shy.
We're the complete opposite.
We are.
So
opposites attract.
Right.
This is it right here.
Yep.
But the love of these opposites was illegal in many parts of the country just 10 years before they wed. June 12th marks Loving Day, the day Richard and Mildred Loving won their landmark Supreme Court case in 1957 that struck down laws against interracial marriage in all states. California was one of the earlier states to repeal their anti-miscegenation laws in the years before the final ruling, and Jeri and Mike are grateful that their love was able to flourish with little opposition.
I was really nervous about meeting his parents. I didn't know how they would accept me or anything. They were the best in-laws a girl could ask for.
One of the couple's 2 children, Ryan Wirtz, says he's grateful things have come this far.
It's crazy to me how much interracial marriage has just evolved. You know, obviously my mom is black, my dad's white, and that's something for me that it never was an issue. It never was something that I thought about. It just was. And I just find that to be beautiful because that's just, you know, the world that we live in, and that's how it should be.
And Ryan's theory?
I think love radiates through them both, and that's why they've been together for so long.
And Jeri and Mike have their own advice for any couple on how to keep love alive.
Respect, trust, love for sure, and giving each other space.
You have to be willing to
put up,
fight for your relationship, fight for your marriage, because everybody goes through those days when you kind of can't stand the other person.
You do?
Yeah.
From the second they said, "I do," Jeri and Mike Wirtz have been a pillar of what the Lovings fought for.
Beautiful. They are so, so sweet, and they welcomed me into their home. I actually took home some of those apricots that they were picking. But you know, Richard and Mildred Loving were actually arrested because interracial marriage wasn't legal in their state, and it took them about 9 years to fight for this permanently and pave the way for people of different races